Hello, I'm Nick Mozingo in DS Science, and this is my senior project using a regression neural network to predict NBA player statistics. My inspiration for this project is I want to do a neural network because it's part of computer science, and I'm going to be pursuing a degree in that next year. So I wanted to see if I liked doing this type of stuff, which I very much enjoyed. And I picked prediction of basketball statistics because I watched sports all my life, and basketball season was just around the corner when I was starting this. So, filling out my basketball fantasy team, and I wanted to see if I could use statistics to find or use statistics and neural network to predict certain statistics from Stephen Curry. My project goals were to make a neural network to predict how many points made, field goals made, and field goal percentage of Stephen Curry in a game. And some background knowledge on what a neural network is it is a AI machine learning tool that mimics the human neural network in our brain. And the regression neural network basically gives us values instead of a probability of something happening. So this gives us values for our points made and field goals made. My other goal was to evaluate the accuracy and to have an accurate neural network, which I'm going to be running a chi-squared goodness of fit test, which basically is going to be seeing how close our predicted values are to our observed. And my other accuracy goal I want to be within is 5 points, 3% for field goal percentage, and 2 field goals made. My methods for this project was I had to find data on Stephen Curry's past stats so that we could use that for our neural network. So I had to find a place for that, and I found Basketball Reference, which is a free site that has data on NBA, WNBA, and European leagues, which was really cool. And then I had to actually write the code with my mentor, Dylan Howell, who's attending University of Lincoln, Nebraska, uh, and doing and finishing up his computer science degree and is going to work for Amazon this summer. And me and him, he taught me some things, and we worked on this neural network together. And after that, we had problems with our code and the data, so we had to fix the bugs in that. After that, we had our neural network, and now we needed to train it so that it could predict these values. And we just used our data that we collected from Basketball Reference, which is just the past seasons of Stephen Curry. After we trained it, we could put in a selected team that we wanted. So say, put Cleveland Cavaliers and see how many points he would score, field goals he would make, and his field goal percentage. But for our results, we selected 9 random teams that he would be facing in the 2023 season and observed the predicted versus the observed. My results, I did make a function neural network, which was pretty cool, and it was a tough time building, but definitely worth the learning experience. And my objective for the within 5 points and 3% field goal and 2 field goals made, 3 of 9 passed for the 5 points, 2 of 9 for within 3%, and 4 of 9 within 2 field goals, which was to be expected. I wish I could have done a little better, but our chi-squared scores showed that our neural network was not accurate and not functional. And you can see these values here in our data that we collected for each of our 9 teams that we chose or randomly selected. Although the neural network was not very accurate, I did make one which was fun, but we also saw that it is not the best model to use for this type of prediction. Other models like linear regression would have been better, but I think just learning the coding for this stuff was very helpful. And some other problems we faced was our data was too small. Next time I want to include more players and more statistics because our data we collected, some of it did not work, and we had to take it out for our neural network to work. Now, if this model was accurate, then we could apply this to help coaches decide minute times or decide who should they put up against what team they're facing, or it could help fantasy players develop their rosters. Now, neural networks as a whole are used for image and vocal recognition and other stuff that find deep patterns, which I thought was pretty cool. And my personal learning experience was I learned how to code better and more efficient and find new ways to solve problems and challenge myself. I also got to apply different classes I'm currently in. I got to use different skills like AP statistics. I used the chi-square goodness and fit test, which was really cool to see it used in the real world. I also learned how to fail, and I faced a lot of problems with the coding and the data not working. So it was a tough time, but it was a good experience to learn how to fail and move past those problems. Lastly, we entered this project into the Kansas City Science Fair, which I got to have good conversations with others in this field and give their opinions on what I should do next time to do better and what they thought and how I should go about this next time. And that's my presentation. Thank you for listening.